What's up, everybody? Before we get into this video, I wanted to tell you about this amazing opportunity. I'm partnered with Blofin. Blofin is also the main exchange I use. That's why I'm partnered with them. But right now, until the 2nd of June, we're running this amazing campaign where you can deposit funds to receive 15% cash back. And now please pause the video, watch the criteria as you can see right here. But in general, like, this is real cash that you can use for futures trading, funding fees, transaction fees, but also more. And outside of that, Blofin, like I said, is an amazing exchange to use for trading. You can do spot on there as well, low fees, all the coins you want to trade. So use the link down in the description to sign up to get a 15% cash back until the 2nd of June. Now let's get into the video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. I hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great week so far, and welcome to this new video on XRP. We're going to do a full update right here on the technicals. We'll talk briefly about the fundamentals. There are no major specific fundamentals we need to talk about regarding XRP. Yesterday we had the FOMC minutes. That was in the end a nothing burger for the markets. But today we have some economic data, again with the GDP data. Look, it's always difficult to say whether that's going to matter or not, because it ultimately depends on the outcome, but it's good to know. It's at 1:30 UTC, so just be prepared for that. That could make the general markets move, but like I said, for Ripple, for good or for bad, there's no real specific fundamentals we can talk about. However, there's quite a lot of technicals we can talk about, so that's what we are going to do. Yesterday, as expected, we got that move down, which, it's always a bit double when I make these videos, because ultimately I'm happy I was right, and that most of you, if you watch my videos, you would have expected this move down. Although, to be fair, I expected the move down a little bit lower. I think I said 2.22, 2.21, and you can see we found support right there with XRP at that first fair value gap right here. We still had from the Thursday, the 8th of May. So we bounced from that. And reclaimed the level at 2.25, the 90-day rolling VWAP. I created a nice green area right here for the thumbnail. That's in general the entire support level that we reclaimed. So that's good news. Now, did we do that with a lot of volume? No, not necessarily. But does that matter? At this point of time, no. I mean, XRP in general just has low volume or has had low volume since the start of last weekend. So if that's the case, I mean, does it really matter if we have low volume, but we do have some constructive price action? In my opinion, no. So this is good news, right? Because we have reclaimed that. Now, to be fair, overnight we got some good news with the tariffs being blocked for now. In my opinion, that just creates the uncertainty around the markets, all right? And then we also are in the final week of the month May, which I think most of you are familiar with, the sell in May, go away narrative, etc. Now, I don't personally believe in that too much, especially not after a January till April that we had. But still, you can get some manipulation and some bearish pressure because of that. So we had him move down like this so far. I think there is an opportunity for XRP to still push down lower once more, right? And then really lower into 2.21, 2.2, potentially even 2.17 before again reclaiming 2.25. So I think you need to be wary of that. I think you need to be cautious of that. Do I think it's most likely? No. All right. So just keep that in mind. I mean, if we see the S&P 500 pull back, for example, it's a possibility. If we see a big sell-off for Bitcoin pushing down below 107,000, it's a possibility. At this point in time, that's not going on, so I wouldn't be too worried. So I'm going to stick with what I said earlier and say this is constructive price action as expected, and that we can now at least expect a move back into the imbalance we left right here at 2.32 and 2.34. Now, I'm not going to be extremely bullish on XRP right now, given the fact that, yes, the price action is constructive, but we have no open interest coming in right here. Like I said, the volume with the reclaim also wasn't that high, so that doesn't really jump out to me at saying like, right, well, there's a lot of momentum, we reclaimed, we can rally back up. The last week, this resistance level, by the way, at 2.34 has also functioned as a very strong resistance level. So it's going to be tough to break out of that either way, but especially with low volume. And then outside of that, XRP BTC is also still in a downtrend. All right, for those reasons, look, I would say this price action is good enough, and I think the markets are strong enough or healthy enough to facilitate a move up higher. And I think ultimately we can also turn this move up higher into a move into 2.41, 2.44. But for now, I think getting a move up there is too far-fetched. And yeah, maybe if we get a lot of momentum today, it's a possibility. But as I have no proof or no indication of that momentum right now, I'd have to say it's most likely we're just going to do this. Which is boring, but I would say it's closest to the truth, or it's the best analysis I can give you. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully it's valuable. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye.